everyone! In this episode, we're going to make... Many of you have been asking for a Sherma tutorial. Hope it's not too late. I specially designed this pattern to use almost entirely single crochets, so even beginners can follow along. The written diagram is summarized at the end of the video. Please hit the like button first. It really helps me out. Let's start crocheting. For this tutorial, I'm using 4-ply milk cotton yarn. Start with a magic ring using white yarn. Crochet 6 single crochets into the ring. For the head, we'll be using crossed single crochets throughout. Place a stitch marker in the first single crochet. After finishing, hold the ring tight. No need for a turning chain or slip stitch. Just continue crocheting in a spiral. Round 2. Crochet 6 single crochet increases. A single crochet increase means crocheting 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Round 3. Alternate between 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet increase. Repeat this pattern 6 times. Round 4. Alternate between 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet increase, and 1 single crochet. Repeat this pattern 6 times. Round 5. Alternate between 3 single crochets and 1 single crochet increase. Repeat this pattern 6 times. Round 6. Alternate between 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet increase, and 2 single crochets. Repeat this pattern 6 times. Round 7. Crochet 36 single crochets. Round 8. Alternate between 5 single crochets and 1 single crochet increase. Repeat this pattern 6 times. Next, crochet 8 rounds of single crochets with 42 stitches in each round. Round 17. Alternate between 5 single crochets and 1 single crochet decrease. Repeat this pattern 6 times. For the following sections, please follow the diagram on your own. Feel free to leave me a message if you have any questions. Rounds 1 to 16 of the hood are exactly the same as the head. You can refer to the earlier part of the video to complete it tilled. After finishing, insert the head into the hood. Continue crocheting according to the diagram in this state, closing as you go. Now the head is complete. Rounds 1 to 5 of the body are exactly the same as the head. If you're unsure, you can refer to the earlier part of the video. Then crochet 5 more rounds of single crochets with 30 stitches in each round. This is how it looks after finishing. Round 11. Alternate between 3 single crochets and 1 single crochet decrease. Repeat this pattern 6 times. Round 12. Crochet single crochets all round, 24 stitches total. After finishing, stuff with fiber fill and sew it onto the head. You can sew it at a slight angle to make it look like it's looking up a bit. Sew a black line between rounds 5 and 6. Just a simple stitch in 2 spots to secure it. Then sew another black line between rounds 9 and 10. Once positioned, use fabric glue to stick it down. Finally, weave in the ends, and it's done. First, determine the position for the 2 legs on the body. Each leg will use 5 stitches. Crochet single crochets into these 5 stitches for each leg. Crocheting here might be a bit tricky. Take your time. After pulling up a loop, first crochet 1 chain to secure it. Crochet 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Crochet single crochets into each of the marked stitches one by one. If you find crocheting directly into the stitches really difficult, you can skip to the section on crocheting the arms later in the video, using the alternative method shown there instead of starting with a magic ring of 5. The diagram for the legs isn't difficult, but the actual crocheting process can be a bit challenging for beginners. Hang in there. Feel free to leave me a message if you have any questions. Insert a piece of craft wire through the body to position the two arms. For the arms, leave a long yarn tail before making the starting chain. Chain 13. The length of this starting chain determines the length of the arm, so you can adjust it as needed. Starting from the second chain from the hook, crochet 12 single crochets into the back bumps. At the end of each row, make a turning chain, then turn your work. After crocheting 3 rows, leave a long tail and cut the yarn. Fold the piece in half and use a mattress stitch to sew it into a tube shape. Slide it onto the wire arm. Secure it to the body with a few simple stitches. The yarn tail left at the beginning will be used later to sew on the instrument. For the hat, crochet in a spiral with increases each round. No need for turning chains or slip stitches. Please complete it on your own. Leave me a message if you have any questions. For the last round, crochet together with a piece of crafted wire. Asterisk 13 single crochets, 1 increase asterisk, repeated from asterisk to asterisk 6 times. Hide the ends of the wire within the yarn. Use the remaining yarn to wrap around any exposed wire until it's completely covered. Bend a piece of wire into a small ring. About 4 centimeters in diameter. Crochet the cover for the ring the same way you did for the arms. After crocheting, insert the wire ring. Shape it into a ring. Wrap the exposed ends of the wire with yarn to cover them. Sew it onto the hat. If you want to make it into a charm, use the remaining yarn to sew the hat onto the head. Using grape purple yarn, chain 23. Insert your hook into the back bump of the second chain from the hook and crochet 22 single crochets. The cape is crocheted in turned rows. At the end of each row, make a turning chain, then turn your work. The main part is relatively simple. Increase at the beginning and end of each row, and crochet single crochets in between. Please follow the diagram to complete it. Leave me a message if you have any questions. Without breaking the yarn, continue to crochet the edging. First, chain 4. Insert hook into the second chain from the hook. Make 1 slip stitch. One single crochet. A half double crochet. Next, skip 2 stitches. Insert hook into the third stitch, making 1 slip stitch. This completes the first pointed corner. Watch again. First, chain 4. Insert hook into the second chain from the hook. Make 1 slip stitch. 1 single crochet. A half double crochet. Skip 2 stitches. Insert hook into the third stitch, making 1 slip stitch to finish. Make 11 points in total. Without breaking the yarn, continue with the edging. First, chain 1. Then, single crochet around the edge. Crochet along this edge. At the neckline, chain 5. Insert hook into the first chain from the hook. Make 1 slip stitch. 1 single crochet, 2 half double crochets, 2 Continue edging with single crochets until you reach the other side of the neckline. Repeat the same process for the second neckline point. Continue edging with single crochets down to the bottom of the cape. And it's done! Leave a long tail and cut the yarn. Thread the yarn tail to the tip of one neckline point. Sew the 2 neckline points together. Stitch back and forth a few times to secure them firmly. Bend a piece of wire into a small circle about 7 millimeters in diameter. Check the length, then cut the wire. I used about 4 centimeters of wire, but you can adjust it as needed. Straighten the circle a bit. Apply glue to the head. Secure the gray yarn and start wrapping. Apply glue at the end as well to secure the yarn tail. Bend it back into a circle, and it's done. The instrument for the right hand is crocheted with 2 strands of yarn held together. Because the yarn is finer, this part might be a bit tricky. If you find it too difficult, you can replace it with other small embellishments. Using the yarn tail left from the arm, close up the tip of the hand, then sew on the instrument. Hide the yarn tail inside the arm. Do the same for the other hand. I sewed on a small bell just for fun, and it actually fits perfectly. Feel free to experiment with different charms. It's so adorable. Finally, make the eyes from black non-woven fabric. Cut 2 ovals. Glue them on using fabric glue. Put on the hat, and it's ready to sing. And that's our Sherma. Making these videos takes a lot of effort, so please show your support. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. And don't forget to like and save the diagram if you found it helpful. It really means a lot to me. Thank you for your support.